What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I want to show you how to get done the Whisper of the Worm mission solo. This is primarily for new light players or players who are just getting back into the game who do not have this. Now, to get this weapon there is a secret mission over on IO, and we're going to wait for that event right now. If you're having trouble getting this done, I do live streams here on YouTube, so don't hesitate to subscribe, come back here for more videos. I would love to help you guys out. I've helped hundreds of players get this thing done. So now to get this weapon, there is a secret mission, and it is a timed mission. For that reason, this is a pretty challenging thing to get done. I know that you can do this solo, but obviously with a fire team it will be quite a bit easier, but you want to make sure you have the right weapons here. I like using a scout rifle. I'm using the Ikelos shotgun. This is from Escalation Protocol on Mars. You don't need this, but I like using it. Jotunn is also a great weapon to use here. I'm going to switch to that towards the final mission or the final section with the bosses. You can get this from A to 1 by doing a couple frames with her, so make sure you guys get this as well. I'm going to use the Hammerhead machine gun. Just like Jotunn, this is also a black armory weapon. I'm using that because it is void damage. You also want to make sure you have good perks on your armor pieces here. So I have major, minor, and boss resist. Those are great to have, I think. I'm having shotgun ammo finder because obviously I'm using the Ikelos. I want to make sure I have ammo for that. I'm going to use the Lion Rampants. This is going to help me out quite a bit in the jumping puzzle, so you guys can check that out. This will make things quite a bit easier. Once I get down to the boss section, I will use the Doom Fangs because I'm using my Void Titan. So make sure you guys have good weapons here, good perk synergy with your armor pieces. As long as you have those things, then you should be pretty good to go. I do have one of these things here too, special finisher. Having ammo in the very last part versus the bosses is very important, so I'm going to use that to my advantage to get ammo back. So right now we are over here waiting for this public event to start. You have to have a public event over here in Lost Oasis. That's where I'm at over on IO, and I'll show you guys really quick here. It can be any public event. So I'm over here in Lost Oasis. We have a public event going on, and now we have to look for a yellow bar enemy, a yellow bar named boss. 3 different possibilities. There can either be a captain over in this area over here. I'm going to look for him right now. And that is the captain. That's who we want to find. There can also be a knight up in the cave system over here. So relatively close to the captain. There can be a knight over in that distance. And there can also be a fallen or a cabal warrior under this tree. So those are the 3 possibilities. If you don't see one guy here, check those 2 spots. Once you find your guy, you want to take him out. So that's what we're going to do right now.
Let's make these Taken.
So this is where it's nice to have your super. Rally to that public event flag. Make sure you guys have full ammo before you jump into this. That's going to be really important. So we're going to take this dude out. I want to save my ammo as best I can here. So I'm going to use my scout rifle instead. You have plenty of time to do this. As long as you get him taken out during the duration of the public event, you will be good to go. Once you defeat that enemy, whether it be the captain, the knight, or the cabal guy, there's going to be a portal that spawns right here, and that's what's going to lead us into this Whisper of the Worm mission. Let's go over here and enter the anomaly. I know it's hard to see, but we're going to jump in here. Now, this is what starts this mission. Don't mind that. That is from the Truth Quest. I had not gotten it done yet on my Titan. So now that we're flying in here really quick, just to recap, I'm using a scout rifle. I like using that. I did throw a Taken Spec on this weapon. That is from the Last Wish raid. You don't need it, but there is a bunch of Taken enemies here. That's going to help out quite a bit. Ikelos shotgun still shreds. I know it's year 1, but I love this weapon. I'm going to switch to Jotunn at the final boss room. I'm using Hammerhead for the void damage versus the Taken wizards and the Taken acolytes. Having good perk synergy here is awesome. I'm using the Lion Rampants for the jumping puzzle. I'm going to switch off to the Doom Fangs at the very end. And having the right ammo finders is going to be really clutch here too. Here we go. We're in the mission now. We have 20 minutes. So I like jumping from that rock up to here. You can do that if you have the Lion Rampants and high jump. There's a tree right next to that you can use as well, and that will help you get up here if you're on a hunter or warlock. Conversely, if you have trouble with that, you can run through the lost sector like you normally would, get to the chest and jump across that gap. But you can save some time by using that shortcut. So now we're essentially going to follow the red lights here. That's going to be what we want to do right now, is follow the red lights. This jumping puzzle can be difficult, so don't be discouraged if it takes you some time to learn it. You can always rewind this video here and watch things a bit slower as well. I'm going to try to go things pretty fast right now because I want to get this done in the allocated time. This shortcut here you can make with Lion Rampants. You can make it on the Hunter if you have the Stompy boots, but it is a tough jump to make even with those. The Warlock glide, you can make that as well. So now we want to jump across here again. We're following the red lights. That's what we want to do right now. So if you're a newer player, this is definitely a weapon you want to get because it is a weapon that automatically reloads itself when you shoot 3 precision shots. That is really useful right now, especially with changes that they made during Shadowkeep. It makes the Whisper of the Worm even better than it was before. I know it's not quite as good as it when it first came out, but it is still, in my opinion, a weapon worth getting. So if you're a new light player, you would be better off getting it, in my opinion. And I'm looking right now, I think I had the wrong super, so I want to make sure I change that right away. I should be able to get my super back here in time. This was a mistake on my part. I want to use Bottom Tree. Bottom Tree is better for this mission, in my opinion. Not just because the super is better, I think, but because you have the shield bash, the dash move there, and that's really good. So that was a mistake on my part, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now we're going to go up this elevator. We want to be mindful of that piece right there that can send people flying off in the distance. This wall comes out just a little bit, so it's kind of deceiving. You can bump into it and it can knock you off by accident. So try to be mindful of that. Once you get through here, the best part for this is just kind of try to go fast. If you go slow here, that can mess you up. It's better off if you have a shoulder charge or something like that, just in case you need it, but right there I was okay. Here, I'm going to try to avoid that ledge if I can, and go right to this ledge, being mindful of the wipeout portals. Those things can send you flying off too. There are some enemies here, but if you maintain your speed and keep running, they won't take you out. So this area, you're better off just going quickly. One more Taken Vandal there. We're not going to pay him any attention. This door does close, so try to time it. Right there, my timing was a bit off, but it was okay. And now we're going to go through this room. The key thing here is you want to go towards your right, and then head all the way down to the end. There's a bunch of different portals you can go down, but you want to head down to the right and head to this one here in the top corner. That's the one you want to use. There's one yellow bar enemy there. You don't take him out. Don't worry about him. Once you get here, not only is there the best music in the game, or some of the best music in the game, but there's a shortcut here too. So instead of dropping down there, you want to head off to your right here a little bit, and it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little secret pathway here. This will save you a lot of time, so make sure you take that shortcut. Alright, once you're through here, now you're in this giant open area, and you want to head around towards your left here. You can make the jump pretty easily, but if you're a hunter or warlock, you may want to come here and jump off down to this little doorway here. So once you're right here, I like to just kind of run and like glide there a little bit, because that thing does come down and it can knock you back, but that one shouldn't be too much of a trouble. Once you're here though, you're pretty much at the enemy area. So we made it with pretty good time. You can go a bit faster, but the key thing is getting down here with enough time to clear each section. This mission is such that you have to defeat every enemy in the room before the next part opens up. So now that we're down here, I didn't really do a good job of specking out my boots because I was going to change. Not a big deal. I'm going to switch here. You guys will be better than me. You guys will do that better than I am as far as making your perks match up exactly right. So I don't have my super back yet. That's okay. I'm going to jump up here, take out this dude. I like going to the left side first, and I like taking out the Vandal first and then the Captain. That's the order that I like to go in, but that's just my personal preference. You can do it on the right hand side too. So take out left or right first, and then take out the opposite side. I'm going to go over here. There's another Captain here and another Vandal. So I'm going to take out the Captain first now. I'm going to try to avoid getting killed. This is where having the Major, Minor, and Boss Spec is really useful. And Vandals are better off. You're just better off jumping up here and taking him out, because he can throw up his little bubble shield, and that can be irritating. So now that I have my super back, I feel pretty good. I want to take out these Thrall first, though. I'm going to use a grenade for that. And take all those guys out at once. Once you take out most of them, a bunch of enemies spawn in. So this is where I'm going to use my super. I like using the bottom tree here for this Void Titan, because you can get a lot of your super energy back, and you have more shields to throw. This is where the Doom Fangs and your super come in really handy. So I'm going to try to take out most of these guys here. If I can get all of them, that'd be awesome. If not, not a big deal. Once you take out all of them, this part will open up. Then you can break that little blight and run down here. So I think I got all the enemies. That's good. This section here is a smaller area, but you have to take out all these guys too. And there can be a couple captains in here. There is a couple captains, and they can beat you up pretty fast. So you're better off taking them out. I'm going to use some of my shotgun ammo to do that. I know the Ikelos is not an arc weapon, but you can see there that no matter what enemy type you're going up against, this can shred them pretty fast. I got spun around there for a second. All right, let's get down here and take these guys out. So if I can save ammo, I will, but I also don't want to be going super slow here. So like once I broke his shield, then I'll go ahead here. Now I used my special right there, and I used my finisher, and I got back all my special ammo, or most of my special ammo. But it did take away some of my super, so you want to be kind of mindful about that. I'd recommend, actually, in hindsight now that I did that, I'd recommend saving that for the end, because having your super is really good here in this room, and it's going to take me a while to get it back. That knight should jump up here. I like jumping up to this part, because I can take out these guys a little bit easier from up here. Blue smokes. Alright. Got him down. I'm going to go to the right hand side. I want to take out these dudes. Oh, darn. So close. That's alright. We can recover. The new mod system is nice, but it's also difficult, too, to get your setup exactly how you want. So we're down here now. I'm going to use my grenade on him. Simply because these guys with the arc shield or the void shields can be difficult to take out. And I don't want to use my Ikelos ammo on those guys. That would be kind of foolish. Alright, so we got the knights out. I think there's one knight left, but we have some wizards here too. The wizards had void shields, so having your grenade for those guys or your super is going to be good. The problem I have right now is I need my super for the final boss room because there's a bunch of ads there before the bosses come out. So I want to make sure I save it for that. So I had to do this the old-fashioned way right now, but this is where it's nice to have the Hammerhead. If you guys don't have this, like I said, this is from Black Armory. You can forge this. Do yourself a favor. It's a better weapon to have. It's one of the better machine guns to have. Don't be alarmed, too. The one thing I'll say as well is don't be alarmed from dying from this. Sometimes you're better off going quickly and taking some risks than it is to go slowly and conserve your life, because there's so many enemies in this, you have to kind of go fast. Okay, so those guys are taken out. Oh, that's not good. So that was a mistake on my part. I try to get close to these guys. You're better off with the goblins, the hobgoblins, to use your ranged weapon. I should have stayed back here and used my scout rifle, and that's what I'll probably do right now, is use this. Because I can easily take those guys out from this distance with this thing than it is to get up and close. Now, I am doing more damage because of that Taken spec, but those guys will go down pretty fast anyway with any scout rifle. I'm going to jump up here, take out this dude. And now we can take out this last goblin if he doesn't kill me. He probably will. Rip. We're still doing okay for time though, even though I died in here like 5 times and I messed up my super. You do have some flexibility with this mission. As far as light level goes, I didn't mention that, it's my fault. As far as light level goes, I would say anything around 800 is good for this. 750 is fine, you can do it at 750. But if you're a higher light level, you will do more damage and you'll take less damage. So those extra 50 or so light will make a big difference. Alright, so now we took those guys out. I think we have, yeah, we have this dude down here. I'm doing great for ammo. I'm going to throw a grenade here on this guy. Now I can probably take him out pretty quick. I'm not going to use my finisher here. That'd be really foolish and take away my super. Alright, so that guy is down. All these enemies are down. Just like before, now this thing opens up. I have to break that blight. And we are in the next section. We're getting really close to the boss section now. A couple more guys to take out. So there's 3 goblins here. I took out one. I'm going to take out this guy really quick, and this guy quick. And right behind me, there's going to be 2 Taken Phalanxes that spawn. And they have that little burst attack. And that can send you flying pretty far, so be careful with that. Alright, so now if you're running low on your super ammo, or if you're running low on your super, or if you're running low on ammo, I would recommend taking these guys out. I don't need to right now. I'm just going to take them out anyway to try to get full special ammo. As long as you have like 15 or 20 shots, you should be fine. But I took out a couple dudes here. And now we're going to drop down. Alright, so this is the final boss room here. We have about 8 minutes to go. But we have some enemies to take out first. The thing I'd recommend, number 1, is take out these 3 blights. So I'm going to take out this blight. I'm going to take out the one right in front of it. And this is where it's nice to have the Ikelos, because the Ikelos does quick work against those. So now there's one more blight. We're going to take this one out fast. The reason why we want to do that is because... Oh no, I took out the wrong one. I want to take out that one back there. That's my fault. So the reason why we want to do this is because the bosses, they can hide behind those and you won't be able to shoot through them. So it's better off taking out these 3. I took out 4 by mistake, but that's okay. Alright, so once I take this one out, now I have to clear out this room. I have to clear out all these enemies first. Do that, I'm going to try to get my health back really fast because I do not want to pop my super and die. I'm going to let my health come back and I'm going to use my super here. The reason why I'm using my super right now is because there are some arc shielded enemies here that have a ton of health and they're really difficult to take out without arc shields unless you have Ikelos or unless you have something that's an arc weapon. So we're going to take out these guys. These Centurions are no joke, so don't be worried about using your super here. You should get it back one more time. So I took out all these enemies, and now the bosses come in. So I want to turn back around here really quick. Having Ikelos right now is not what I need. What I need to do now is switch off to my Jotunn. This is where I would highly recommend having Jotunn, guys. This is one of the best weapons in the game. So if you're a new light player, get this thing right away. That'd be the one weapon I'd say to get first, I'd say. Alright, so now we have Jotunn back. There is a captain down here. We have about 6 minutes to take out 3 bosses. We have to take out all 3 of these bosses. We don't have to beat every enemy yet, but we do have to take out the 3 bosses. The next 2 will spawn in once I get that dude down pretty low in health. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. So ordinarily, I'd say be up where I was. In this case here, I want to stay down here, I think, because I can get some pretty good shots on this guy from over here. Darn it. The Taken Captain, in my opinion, is the most annoying one. Just because he shoots that one attack at you. Blinded. We have about 5 minutes to go here. Now, and you can see that we had the knight come out as well. He's not too bad. My number 1 priority is getting this captain down. You can see how much damage Jotunn is doing against him. Such a good weapon. Right, so gotta finish this guy off pretty quick here. Alright, so the captain is down. Captain is down, but I don't have any special ammo anymore. So I gotta risk it here a little bit. Sorry, even though I died there, it was worth it to go out there and grab that. So right now is actually when I want to take these guys out, and maybe they'll drop some special. Do not want to use my finisher. That'd be a disaster right now. Alright, so we got some special. We have about 4 minutes to take out 2 bosses. I should get my super back. That was actually terrible, only getting 2 shots for it. I'll get my super back, but I want to go over here. I want to be kind of far away. God dang it. This is a mission here too, guys, where you'll get shredded going out there pretty often. That's why I find this final boss room to be more difficult than the 0 hour final boss room. But overall, I find 0 hour to be more difficult. Alright, so we gotta take this guy out fast. I can get over here and make my last stand over here. I will say that I do, after having played these missions so many times, I do find them to be a bit more difficult now than before Shadowkeep came out. So I'm curious if there's anybody who, if you're a veteran player watching this, if you guys agree with that. I find this and I find 0 hour to be more difficult now. Alright, so let's spawn here again. Not doing near enough damage here against these guys. Alright, 2 minutes 45 seconds left. Get my health back here and duck out. Alright, so now I don't have any special ammo, I don't have any heavy ammo. So I'm pretty much right now, I'm reliant on getting my super back here. And I will get it back, but will it be enough to take out both guys? I don't know, it's gonna be close. Let's spawn here. Probably better to be here, I think, with my scout rifle. So this is doing decent damage here with triple tap and with the Taken Spec, but not quite enough, especially with that guy hiding back there. Alright, I have my super. This is it right here. This is the final hurrah. So if I had used my super more efficiently in that second room, that would have been better off. And at least right here I'm getting some special ammo too. Not to mention I'm doing crazy damage versus these guys, but... Oh, he got me. Alright. So let's see here, let's see how much ammo I got back. I think I got some special ammo. Got 7 shots here. Alright, is that enough to take him out? We did a shoulder charge to no avail. 30 seconds, guys. This is going to be really close. Yeah, this mission is definitely tougher now. It's one guy taken out. That was that was terrible. That made the difference right there. I may have blew it. Oh, we did it. With 1 second left. Alright, so guys, you saw right there, I played really poorly. And I had terrible use of my super in that second room. I rushed in many cases there and I died a lot of times. Had just enough time. We beat it with 1 second left. As someone who's played this mission a bunch of times, I find it to be way more challenging right now in Shadowkeep than it was before Shadowkeep came out. With that said, it is still possible to get done, and if you had done that right now, you would have been rewarded with Whisper of the Worm, a weapon that you definitely want to get. So hopefully you guys watch this. If you did enjoy it, guys, hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'll do live streams out here. I'd be happy to help you guys out. Pop in for those. It'd be awesome to see you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Best of luck getting Whisper. Make sure you get Jotunn, and we'll talk to you guys soon. See you later.